Oh, yeah. Greetings, everyone. I think we have sound for everyone. So welcome. This is the Order of Podcasters. Say hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hi.
everyone.
Yes.
Hi, everyone.
I am Paul. I am your game. No, I'm not. I get to sit back, relax this time.
Relax. It's more like you're gonna be put through the grinder. What happens?
Well,
There's no relaxing.
No.
Paul.
If my character dies, I just turn off the stream and I'll finish up. I'll walk away. We are starting a new adventure tonight. I think the intention is to do the whole adventure tonight. Is that right, Rob?
Isn't that always the intention?
No,
It's always the intention, but you know,
never. It's actually only Blackwater was intended to be a one shot. Everything else.
And was it?
Yes.
I don't think it. Oh, it was.
yeah,
yes,
actually,
yes.
yeah, it was.
You know, I tend to try to make it two shots, but
Gotcha. A 2-shot.
yeah. And so, yeah, I'm excited. I have a character. So let's go ahead and do introductions around the room. We'll start in the stream order with Brian.
What's up, everyone? I am coming off the heels of yet another meeting of the Paul Haters Club. It's been a great and wonderful and fulfilling mandate to be on there. I also co-host the Double Dynasty podcast, The Coda, and Rob won't stop teasing me, and he is a jerk. Pass it on.
How have we not started the Rob Haters Club then?
I can start one with you. You want to start a club with me?
Jen, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Jen. I am the co-host of Vanished and the creator of In Defense of Liberty, and I am a player on Rolling Through the Realms and obviously this show. And I think I just co-founded a club. I'm real excited. I didn't prepare any words for. It was so sudden. But yeah, that's who I am.
Rob.
Hi, I'm Rob. I apparently have a haters club now, which is great because now I can inflict as much torture as I want. I am your GM for this evening. That's right. Stepping from behind the mind of Myron Dripchin to bring you a tale so terrifying that someone is bound to die at some point. I'm kidding. I also host the Our Strange Skies podcast, co-host The Coda, and I am the Dungeon Master of Rolling Through the Realms.
Our Strange Skies. That's the one I forgot to put on the overlay. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
Our guest.
You legitimately had one job, Paul, as non-GM.
There's so I had so much work to do on this overlay because I had to put a character for me. I had to take away a character from Rob, and I failed to do that too. So we have our guest investigator tonight. Sam, please introduce yourself and what podcast you're representing.
Hello, everyone. My name is Samuel Fredrickson. I regret to inform you all, but my co-host on the Not Alone podcast started the Rob Haters Club, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years ago now. So that's Jason Boitoso. He's the charter member. If you want to join that, you'll have to get in touch with him. Yeah, I co-host Not Alone. We've done one episode in the last 6 months, but it's still a podcast, and you can find it if you try real hard.
My lawyers will be in touch with your co-host on the pending trademark suit.
I remember the episode that happened because it was when I told you to cover the Mojave incident. That is when that is when Jason started to use my name in such a derisive way that it still haunts me in my dreams.
It's kind of like a Rob.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That.
And before we continue, I just want to mention, while Sam has not done an episode in about 6 months, his back catalog is stellar. So
yeah,
go check it out. How many more episodes about Satanism are you planning on doing in 2021? You claim it's over, but is it really ever over?
I can't write an episode to save my life these days, so it's over. Unless there's a divine act of intervention. it's all over unless there's a divine act of intervention at this point. But we'll talk about that later, maybe. No, Aleister Crowley is the bane of my existence, and I truly wish he had never been born, if only just to save me countless hours of reading bullshit on the internet.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, all right. So, just a real quick story since you mentioned Aleister Crowley. My character in this episode is taking on a more serious nickname when doing his job, because his name is Duff, and people aren't going to take him seriously. And I had written down Aleister after Aleister Crowley for a long time. I'm glad I changed that.
Yes. Otherwise, my character would have to try to kill your character, regardless of what Rob wants.
And who are you playing?
I am playing a man named Jedediah Snelson, which is inspired by a real life insurance agent whose name I saw on a sign driving down the street the other day. And I said, that's the most absurd name I've ever heard. And so here I am, Jedediah Snelson, apparently a farmer's insurance agent in real life. But in the game, I am an adjunct professor at a college.
You're going to fit in so well here. I'm so excited.
And I am Paul, otherwise known as TechnoFunkBoy. You are watching my channel, and I am I play Krethen on Dice and Dreary. I'm the game master on Mont Blanc's Hunters, normally this podcast, and also Tales from the Rusty Speeder, which is a Star Wars role-playing game. Is welcome. And today I'm going to be playing Duff McEwen. We'll find out more about Duff as we go. Suffice it to say, he's the real hero here.
Before the adventures even started, he's the hero.
He's always the hero in his mind.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. That's fair. The way you described him in your sheet is, I can see why. I can definitely see why.
I do have a question, Rob, for you before we get started.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I had a first adventure using this system. Jeff, when he ran the GUMSHOE for the first time, was sending me constant messages, panicking over this. How was your first time writing a GUMSHOE adventure?
Seeing as how I was a player beforehand, I didn't really sweat it that much, but we haven't played yet, so we'll find out.
Oh, we're going to ask later too. This is like the introduction for episode 1.
Well, when you talked about how adventures are supposed to be structured, when we did that behind the scenes episode a little while back, you talked about like how the way that you did it was completely original. It wasn't set up like the way they tell you to do it in the book. So my adventure is kind of set up like yours in many ways. So we'll find out.
Yeah, I do think the book system is way too complex.
I think they do a little too. Yeah, they definitely put it a lot on the GM. Yeah. So we're gonna pull that back a little bit, and you know, I'm not as uptight as Robin Laws is about those preparedness rolls, but that's fine. That's fine. We could use them for jokey purposes here.
Right. All right. Well, the stream is yours.
All right. So it's been a few weeks since Fair and your last adventure, and you get alerted very early in the morning. It's around 6 a.m. to head to Mr. Verity's office. And what do you are you Misty and Norman? Are you up at this time? Or are you still sleeping?
I'm up. I'm definitely
still
up.
Sleeping. Nope, I'm sleeping.
Okay. So
I would have guessed those answers. That's it's kind of on the nose.
Yeah, that is fair. So you head on into the office, and Laura's there, and he ushers you in, and there is a big African American man behind the desk. He's kind of balding. He's just very tall, very built. In other words, he looks like Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. And he just he says, well, thank you for coming so quickly. Wait, where's Strip Chin? Where's Strip Chin? And you guys noticed that Myron is not there. I can't believe
noticed this for the first time, or I'm looking around like, oh crap, we lost him again.
I am unmoved.
Do you guys have transportation?
I do still have that van. I find myself oddly hungry for beefits and kind of sad.
The van, you said. And he calls into Lore, did you see the van leave early this morning? And he's like, oh yeah, left maybe a couple hours ago. You are without a van.
Did he steal his van?
Jedediah.
Rude.
It's just you and me, bud.
Rude.
They ain't never getting over here.
So
I do have a car, right? I am a process server.
Hold on. We got this. So Mr. Verity is he's a little flustered. He's like, hold on one second. He makes a quick call, and he hangs up the phone, and there'll be transportation waiting outside. It should be here in a couple of minutes, but we're sending you to Missouri. Have any of you heard of the Black Budget?
No.
Well, there's a secret group, Ordo Veritatis, and it's kind of a joke. It seems like an office cooler joke that goes around. We have a secret group that, they investigate UFOs and UFO activity. So one of their agents out there, a man named Duff McEwen, gave us a call, and he's requesting assistance. So he heard he knows your record, and he requested you specifically. Although I think he'll be a little upset that Drip Chin won't be here, but we've got a plane ready for you, and we do have transportation to get you there, and a fill-in for Drip Chin. I'll have to figure out where he went to, but thank you again, and if you head on outside, your transportation should be there.
I will head outside.
Okay.
I'm really, really, really upset about this van, but I'll go.
And outside, Sam, if you could describe yourself and the car that you're driving for us, please.
Yeah. So as you come out, there's no one there for about half a second, and then I assume there's a corner in this joint. Coming around that corner, you see at a very slow and honestly, it just doesn't inspire much confidence, a pace. It's a puke green 1997 Chevy Astro van, and it is expelling all sorts of dangerous fumes. And on the side of it, there is painted a mural of what you can only recognize very faintly from your days in public school as one of those bas reliefs of like a Babylonian emperor with like the curls and the wings and all that great Anunnaki shit all over it. And that's what comes slowly to a stop right in front of you. And then I come out. Hey, everybody. It's Jedediah.
Hi.
Hello.
I hear you've requested the service of my winged chariot to ferry you hither. Well, somebody did. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'd be at the local university trying to get children to give a shit about the past.
You pick up children in this van?
I don't pick up children in this van. I try to use this van metaphorically in a kind of school mascot sort of sense to get kids excited about ancient Babylonia. And yet here we fucking are.
How's that working out for you?
Again, as stated, here we fucking are.
Understood.
Brilliant. So, do you get in his van?
Oh no, I'm not really sure.
It's gonna be
I circle the van slowly several times before agreeing to get in.
Awesome. Welcome in. Welcome in. I slide open the door. There is in the back some sort of a sculpture. And I just say, don't worry about that. That's Sargon the Great. He's not going to hurt you. You go ahead, take a seat. We'll be out of here in no time.
I lean forward and shake her hand. Like a firm
Thank
shake.
Thank you.
You know, normally I drive.
Oh, you drive. Have you driven a 1995, 7, whatever, Astro Chevy van?
How
before?
hard
Because
could it be?
It's getting
They
older
are-
as we sit here.
they are a capricious beast, I tell you.
How
They
hard
require-
could it be?
All right, if you want to try it, you can try it. I
Okay.
got nowhere to be. I'm hourly. I don't know about you.
Are you sure about this?
Peel out in this van. There is smoke everywhere.
Brilliant. Absolutely love it. So you squeal into the nearby airport and you are ushered on to it's a private plane. And it's about a 3-hour flight, and you land in Piedmont, Missouri. And when you get off the plane, Paul, if you could describe your character and what is the sign that he's holding? What does it say?
So Duff is a very, 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 very large built man. He's got bright red hair that's just very, very well groomed, and he is wearing a very nice suit with a vest and a kind of a red and black striped tie, and he is kind of filling that suit like Bruce Wayne in Batman the Animated Series does.
Now, Paul, when Rob said create a character, did he also mean create your ideal man?
I'm just describing myself. Y'all haven't seen me from here down.
Yeah, I have no idea what your legs look like, so this is just
So-
weird.
The word that comes to mind in my head when I think of Batman from Batman the Animated Series is top heavy.
Yes.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah.
He Duff skips leg day for sure. it's all upper body.
Paul,
yeah.
do you fall over a lot?
He is carrying a sign that says BFITS executives. Welcome to Missouri.
Brilliant. I love it.
I look around twice, and I realize that it's for us. So I will go to the sign and say hello.
Greetings. Duff McEwen.
Normand with a D.
Indeed. I've read your file.
I'm so
Misty?
sorry. Oh God, his file is not pleasant.
Misty, page 3, Google.
Wait, God damn
It's
it!
upgraded. It's upgraded since fair. It was at
I
the
need to
beginning of
update
that-
my blog and push that shit down.
Yeah, because I think by the end of it, you were up to page 6. You were. At
I was
page
doing
7.
so well.
You were, and I tell you, there's more investigators on this. There's like a true crime sleuths out there that are, just putting in the time right now.
And I'll say, Jedediah, your work on Ancient Babylon, very good stuff. Thank you.
That is just the affirmation I crave from my students. Thank you.
Sam, what does your
was-
character smell like?
My character does not smell pleasant, but it's necessary. Whatever it is, he couldn't smell like anything else.
Axe body wash for me.
What a huge surprise. Paul's ideal man, X body spray. Wow.
Now I know what Bruce Wayne smells like in that cartoon series. It's there. Oh man.
Well, I think we have a lot of work to do. Shall we?
Let's giddy up.
I don't know where we're going.
So,
Duff, you hungry? Have you eaten yet, Duff?
Well, they allow us an employee lunch at the pubs. But I tell you what I really prefer, if y'all are game, roast beef.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm game.
Lions.
I'm game and a half.
Hell yes.
There's a Lion's Choice right near here. Roast beef sandwiches.
Yes.
Do they have any coupons? Is there a coupon program?
Let me check their limited time offers.
I think I have some rewards points built up.
Their famous roast beef wrap, I think, is pretty solid.
Let us do it then.
If you're watching your carbs, you know.
So, what kind of rental vehicle do you have?
I would have specifically asked for a van, no more recent than like the 1990s. They wouldn't have had it. Would have thrown a fit about it. And they probably would have given me like some kind of 2020 model.
They looked at you very suspiciously when you requested that, but they begrudgingly, handed you the keys to. It's kind of like an Econoline van, like it's sleek but beefy at the same time, if you could describe it like that. So, it's got some heft to it. You could really throw some weight around the road in that thing. So
yeah,
there you go.
I peel out in it while I'm still at the rental place and draw dirty looks.
Did you get the insurance?
Yeah, I did.
As you peel out, you could see one of the hubcaps fly off, and it starts rolling into traffic. And
I pull over and run out and grab it and put it inside the vehicle.
Oh, they're just purely aesthetic. They don't do anything. It's fine. You can leave it. We got roast beef to eat. I don't know why you're taking so long about this.
But I lean in and I ask Misty if she is sure that she wants to grab it or not, because there might be some insurance costs to it.
Oh, do you think I should throw it back out the window?
No. I am just saying we should keep this in a safe place. Perhaps a choice spot in a trunk.
Sure. I mean, you know these things better than me.
I'm looking around and realize I might be the only functional adult in the car, and it's very worrisome.
Brilliant. So, what's your all meals? What's it like?
So I'm gonna get the butcher block cob, because it's healthy.
Yeah,
but with a bunch of meat on it.
Yeah,
with roast beef, turkey, and ham, as a salad should.
Yeah, I refuse to go forward unless we actually have the name of a Missouri restaurant.
That is one.
Lion's choice?
He did his research on this. He is correct.
Oh.
All right, hold on. I got to take a look at this.
And then,
there's a
that's
note
the
from the
menu.
CEO about COVID-19. Okay.
and then I'm also going to
In these trying times.
I'm going to order like a hamburger bun on the side and just dump my salad onto the bun and eat it that way.
Of course.
Oh.
Good choice.
The hot dog looks unappealing.
It does. It really does. But it says so good, you'll think you're at a baseball game on a warm summer day. That's what it says.
These veggie sticks look gigantic, by the way. I don't know. Yeah. I guess I will have the baseline sandwich. Give me the original meal.
I'm gonna do a frozen custard cone. Like legit, that's gonna be my dinner.
You know, you didn't eat any real food in the last adventure either.
No, you didn't.
We had so few options, to be honest. I mean,
You had meat on sticks.
I mean, yeah, but that's not like the most balanced meal, Paul.
Misty has a bit of a sweet tooth.
I walk up to the counter and I say, "Can I just please get 3 pounds of roast beef in a bowl?" Just 3 pounds of roast beef in a bowl, and if you want to put on some ranch dressing, that's all I need. That's all I've ever needed.
I think you will all come away from this adventure with bowel ischemia. Just like that's how it's gonna end.
We have digestive issues the whole rest of the night.
Once again, the only functional adult in the car.
You know, like I warned y'all the first adventure that, you know, that it was always possible that somebody might die. But to go this way
Of dysentery.
Yeah, this is definitely the Oregon Trail way to die.
Everyone is curiously, like very furiously Googling, like shitting yourself to death right now.
That's fair.
Dysentery.
All right, when we sit down, Duff is totally going to eat while talking.
Yeah, go ahead.
And,
I imagine Duff is going to explain the situation to everyone.
And he's going to, well, I just got in here. You're aware of the BB, right? Black Budget. You're...
Please continue. I think you might be having an aneurysm.
All right. Well, another one of the BB members, Lucy Newton. She is a level 3, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, I forgot the civilians don't have rankings. Sorry. That's good. That's good. I'm only level 2. She was in the area, researching some potential abduction scenarios. And
Wait. What kind of abductions are we talking about here?
Like the kind with the van and children?
no.
And statues?
I told you I do not put children in the van. The children do not go in the van. It is a metaphor. Thank you.
Is that what you told police?
That is what I told the police.
Is anybody
They
Google
believe.
searching Jedediah Snailson right now? I just want to know.
I just gotta know.
No, not vans. You know, more
Helicopters.
there. Yes.
Helicopters.
Helicopters that are unidentified, but also flying and objects.
Unidentified.
Unidentified.
Identified flying
Did I
objects.
say identified? I do that sometimes. Anyways,
Right.
she was tasked on this case, and she has disappeared. And so I was sent down here to follow up, but there are some certain facts to this case that make me think that this is more up y'all's alley than up my alley.
What is your alley precisely?
The unidentified stuff.
What is unidentified? Explain.
It's
also, Jedediah
integrity.
Snelson has a website called attackweakness.com as an FYI, and it is him.
Weakness.com.
And it is him, confirmed.
That is my philosophy. It is how Nebuchadnezzar conquered the Persian Empire. No, that's not right. Sorry. The Assyrian Empire. There we go. Got it.
But going back to what the man over there said, care to repeat what you just said?
Yes. The Black Budget specializes in aliens and UFOs.
And long pauses.
Have you seen the X-Files? You seen the X-Files?
Yeah.
Well, forget it. That show is shit.
I like that show. Okay, David Duchovny is my hero.
I lean in slowly and I take a whiff of Duff and I look at him and I say, "You're no real man. You don't really like you don't enjoy a long courtship via television. What is wrong with you?"
So what you're saying is that when you smell him, you don't hear William Regal's Real Man's theme song in your head when you do
No.
Okay.
But getting back to things. So I got here. I took a look at, found, Lucy's things, Lucy's notes, and there were some peculiarities. The abductee victims seem pretty random, and which is very, very unusual. Normally, when we see several victims in the same area, they're family members. They're all from the same family. Just the definition of family members. But I continued that sentence and I didn't know where to go from there.
I'm aware with basic English.
Good.
Thank you.
Duff, what is your favorite television show then? If you don't like the X-Files, Norman needs to know then.
I really like Kitchen Nightmares.
Of course you do.
That's good.
I find it very inspiring.
You like it when the one guy yells at the other guys.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense. Makes sense.
The only connection that Lucy found between these victims is the same therapist, Dr. Evan Spencer. But these are facts that just don't fit the normal.
Rob, did you steal from the fourth kind?
Nope.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, continue, Duff.
Oh, that's all I had.
Oh, okay. That was a very pregnant pause.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, with the long pauses.
I legit forgot my character's name for a second.
Did you smoke the devil's grass before this?
This is why I'm normally the GM. Not good as a player.
Wait, remembering names is part of being
remembering
a GM.
your own name is like a baseline.
Well, okay. So when somebody says, "Hey, I have a question for you," character name, I tune out normally because I'm not that person.
Understandable.
Now you gave Rob, Jen, and I ammunition for our next adventure.
Yep.
My character dies at the end of this one. I don't know where you're. There ain't no next adventure. Roll Jedi. It gets killed or rides off into the sunset, never to come back from the alien homeworld.
So, Duff, how many abductees are we talking here?
That is a really good question. Let me consult my notes here.
6.
Seems like a figure you
Yeah,
had.
there's 6. Yeah, that would be something we'd normally have on the top of my head, but I just wanted to double check. I'm a fan of precision.
More
Practicing
than
the long
0,
haul.
less than
Thorough.
100.
So in a situation like this, this just seemed more occult and less unidentified.
Why
Now
not
I'm
both?
confused. Is there a difference between the word unidentified and unidentified? Am I missing something here?
I don't like.
Or do you just? No, go ahead, please.
Unidentified.
Or is it just that you are incapable of pronouncing the word? Which I understand.
Apparently, that is the case.
All right. That's as long as I know what's happening. I don't really care if you know what's happening.
Duff, are you a dilettante because you don't like the X-Files? You can't pronounce basic paranormal terms? I'm beginning to question what is actually happening here.
Wait until you find out what their base of operations is.
Oh! Please enlighten us, Duff. Where are we going?
I mean, you guys are in Piedmont right now. It's going to be like it's about 10 miles away from your next location. So
I want to get a frozen custard cone for the road.
This episode is going to be so hard to edit, and normally I have y'all to blame for that, but not this time, and it hurts.
I hope it does.
Paul, you just need to pray that your internet cuts out, like right about now.
Let's start this over. Unidentified.
Sibilance.
I'm saying it multiple ways so I can just clip these and put them in.
Spoiler: Paul's the actual monster in this episode.
Okay, so we got 6 stolen peoples.
Are they children or no?
It's a good question. Let me consult my notes.
They're all adults.
They're all adults, yes.
And how much of a span between abductions?
Let me consult. See about age ranges and.
Do you want to phone a friend?
Let me just.
Did you prepare for this lunch, Duff? I feel like you didn't prepare for our visit today.
No, this is my fault.
I left my notes over at the pups. Let me get Laura on the line. Hold on, speed dial.
You know lore?
Of course, I know Laura.
Oh.
And Laura does not answer because Laura is not in this adventure from this point on. You do have a contact at the pups, and hold on one second. Her name is Velma Mercer.
Ah, yes. Let me. Laura's not picking up. I don't know why. I like Laura a lot. I like talking with them. Probably going through something right now. But Velma Mercer. Let me get her on the line. She's over at the pups right now.
Yes. What's up, Duff?
I'm here with the consultants. We're getting up to speed. Hoping you could fill in some gaps on our victims here.
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
What is how long of a period between abductions?
They seem to happen like once every 2 weeks or so.
It's about every 2 weeks. Yeah, that's what I remember. All right, and were they? What's the male-female ratio?
3 males, 3 females.
Oh, nice and even. Good.
Yeah, very, very weird.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. It's weird, not nice and even.
Yeah.
What other questions y'all have? I'm going back to eat my sandwich.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Bye. See you later.
Names? Were they all from the same area?
She was just on the phone. I asked
You
you if you had
hung up.
questions. No, I didn't. She hung up because I said, "Hey, y'all have any questions?" And y'all just stared at the phone.
Now
You
wait
didn't
a
give me any
second. I'm
time.
extremely confused. I'm sorry.
You gave me like 3 seconds to come up with a question.
Paul, I think you're gonna need to explain your base of operations and how it
I need-
works and why Velma Mercer is busy, as she is one of the staff there as well as a researcher.
Wait, before you do any of that, let me just try to find the accent I was using before to begin with. Before you do any of that,
Don't worry, I bounce between accents on all my characters.
now
Yep.
you said, let me see. I must have just
I do
missed
too.
something as I was nose deep in this bowl of roast beef. I must have missed something because you said you are in the alley of unidentified flying objects, and also
Unidentified.
He said that.
Yes, unidentified flying object. You also say that these are abductions. Is that not your alley specifically? Is that not exactly what you do? Aren't UFOs and abductions hand in hand, like
Yes.
Senate Sheriff and
This
Secret
is-
Police in the third?
This is why I'm here.
Then why am I here?
Because this is not following the normal the normal MO of aliens.
Okay,
It's
so
clear that Duff is looking for a quantity game, not a quality game.
Look, because this to me feels more like a cult thing
Why?
than an alien thing.
Why? Yeah, why?
Because all of the abduction victims are random. It doesn't happen that way.
That's the only reason?
And they're all yes.
Okay.
Look, I mean, if there was some aspect of your job that happens the same way 100% of the time, and then it didn't happen that way, wouldn't you ask why?
Okay, so
Do you happen
the
to have,
6
like,
victims are unrelated, is what you're telling us.
Right.
Normand is unimpressed and is going to the bathroom.
Do you happen to have like a cottage booked at Cape Cod this week or something? As for some reason you can't do your damn job.
I'm
and I
here.
have
I'm
to do
doing
it
my
for
job.
you?
This is one of our colleagues. Level 3. She's missing. I need your help to find her.
So,
All right, well,
I
got
come
some
back-
papers to grade.
Well,
Yeah, I come-
You get that going.
that
I
was
gotta do
super
some work.
fast peeing.
I'm efficient. My
Canon-
character's very efficient.
Canon Jedediah Snailson Super Peer.
I didn't pee. That was
That
Norman
was me.
with a D.
Yeah.
Yes.
With
Oh, sorry. Yeah, right. Canon Norman. Super
efficient.
Peer.
Efficient peer. So
I mean, we're talking about a hose, so do with that what you will.
So obviously I'm eyeing Duff and I ask him like, how well do you know your colleague, her habits, her, her close ones? Did she have a paramour?
Not that well. She wasn't my partner or anything.
Wow.
We weren't assigned to the same place.
So you just this quasi-random woman that you're advocating
It's not
for.
a quasi-random woman. It's one of our colleagues. I've met her at the conventions.
How many colleagues do you have? How big is this organization?
No one knows.
Oh.
Also, what kind of secret organization has a convention?
So
Yeah, that's
in
sad.
episode 1, you said Ordo Veritatis had conventions.
Right, but
Yeah.
like,
We
seems like
go
a
to-
subset.
We go to the same
Got you,
convention.
Norman.
We go to the same
No,
convention.
no, I'm
We just
asking
have a
you.
private room at the bar.
I'd like to just clarify for everybody at home if they are confused. So let's just like this is my fault anyway. So the Black Budget itself is a group within Ordo Veritatis. So their
Oh.
basic assignment is to monitor like UFO activity, UFO flaps, alien abductions, stuff like that. That's my fault. Don't worry about that. But
Thank you.
No, it's still
disembodied
Paul's
voice.
fault. Still Paul's fault.
yeah, the disembodied voice of the GM. But this case that he is working on, that he came into town, was called here to pick up after Lucy went missing, it does not fit the normal MO of an alien abduction. Or a series of alien abductions. They don't happen in a cluster like this with random people. It's normally like you have like maybe one or two families in a certain area that are experiencing this type of phenomenon, but never anything to this level. Also, there's a missing investigator.
This GM is way more helpful than lore.
No, if I had been way more helpful, I would have informed him better. So put that all on me.
All right, I do.
Thank you.
Somehow I think the Rob Haters Club and the Paul Haters Club are both growing in membership today. I don't like it.
Spam F in the chest to pay respect.
Paul, we will be united. Together, we are unstoppable. But the MO of a normal black budget is that they get word of a UFO flap or alien abductions happening. They quickly go to the area and they set up a base of operations called a PUPS. And a PUPS is a pop-up Ponderosa Steakhouse. Yeah, that's right. A pop-up Ponderosa Steakhouse. So what they do is they have to supplement their income. And the way that they supplement their income is by offering some decent food in a small podunk town that has never seen a restaurant like this before, or maybe has, and it's kind of a just nostalgic thing, but it's a unique group within Ordo Veritatis, and most of the time members don't even know about it, and if they have heard the name, it's kind of a joke. It just goes around like between everybody, and they laugh it off mostly.
So, given that, and also given the fact that we have a list of missing persons,
no, you only have one missing person. Your abductees are still here.
They're still here. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that was going to be my next question: is whether or not they were still around.
Again, my fault. I've been throwing this together on the fly for the most part.
The abductees, they're back. They're
has
round
anyone
trip
interviewed them?
Lucy did, I think.
Yeah. Did she take any notes?
Yes.
Lucy was going to interview them, but she
I
never
forgot.
she never got the chance to before.
Yeah, she wasn't here long enough.
Yeah, she had interviewed Dr. Evan Spencer, but that is about the extent of it.
So no one has interviewed these abductees yet?
No. Let's
go interview them.
Okay. What did the notes on the interview with Dr. Spencer say?
Mostly they he talked about how they started to come and see him. It was usually like a few days after their abductions had taken place. They would describe the events. He would eventually like collect them all into a group, and they would have like group therapy sessions that he would hold on like Wednesday afternoons. He called them Second Life meetings, and each abductee would share their stories, and they were all remarkably similar. And the typical MO was that the person was in their bedroom, they saw a bright light, and in the next moment they would black out, they would wake up, and they felt like they were kind of like in a dreamy state, and they would see strange beings over them, and there would be these medical type procedures done to them. They would collect, they believed like blood. They were each missing a fingernail and a strand or two of hair. And then
how did they know they were missing a strand of hair?
They would like a few strands of hair. They would remember that being removed. But the interesting thing was it sounded like it was being cut from their hair, and they would wake up in a field of wheat.
The same field?
Yes.
Okay. Is the field visible by, like, are there any houses nearby that see the field?
No, it's on a back road. It's about a mile heading outside of town. The town you're heading to is a place called Copley. And these abductions started happening about 3 months ago or so, around there.
Okay.
When did Lucy disappear?
About 3 days ago.
She was working this case.
Yes.
What did she accomplish if she never managed to interview the abductees?
Killer steak.
She did the beginning legwork. She talked to the therapist.
Don't disparage Lucy. She's level
Look,
3.
you know, look, we're here because none of y'all know how to do your jobs, apparently.
That's fair. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm waiting up.
So she hadn't been on the case very long.
No.
Okay.
Well, should we head over there?
Yes.
Def, you've been super
let me get some
informative. Thank
roast-
you so much.
Some roast beef for the road. Let's go.
You
I go
refilled.
order another 6 pounds.
Jedediah fills 2 bowls, and you head out
I
to
just,
the van.
and dump them into a brown paper sack. It's all covered in grease. It's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely perfect.
Mhm.
So
We got the meats.
one of you does. So you head in, toward the direction of Copley, and driving into Copley, Missouri is like driving through a Norman Rockwell painting that has lived a second life in an attic for more than 30 years. Desperate houses, unable to afford new coats of paint, roads in need of new asphalt, and yet the streets are bustling here. Residents walk into the only diner in town called From Dusk Till Dawn. They've been closing a little earlier than normal, and it's easy to tell why, because in the space once occupied by the Dewdrop, an upscale restaurant that thrived for years in Copley, is a Ponderosa Steakhouse. The wind, kicked up by passing cars, pushes against a banner that reads $12.95 prime rib every night. Despite its lackluster looks, Copley is a nice place to raise a family, and the last place you would expect aliens to take an interest in.
They like the steak.
The steak's good. As you roll into town, pull out your cell phones, you have no cell service.
Damn
Son
it.
of a gun.
But, interestingly enough, there are payphones in town.
Nice. I want to get a selfie with one.
There is one in front of the From Dusk Till Dawn diner, and there is one right near the town hall.
Okay, good to know.
So what do you all want to do?
I kind of want to go get steak.
Yeah, so we get some more beef.
You're rolling in. You're rolling in at about, I would say around 12 noonish.
Oh yeah, steak.
That's a little early for
I am
prime
gonna
rib.
need to stop in real quick just to check on the wines, make sure we're ready for tonight. I'll be right
Yep.
back.
You have wine? Oh, can I have some?
Well, not right now.
Why not?
It's a good question.
You're working a case.
Look, this helps me think.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's do it this way. You're allowed the wine, but you cannot drive.
Ooh,
Ooh.
tough one.
This
I
is
think
just
have an
I will
8 in
drive.
driving.
I'll take the wine.
Wow, that's
So-
Norman is
I
driving.
Norman is driving. What is Norman's driving like?
Speed limit, right lane, unless I need to pass a straggler.
Fair.
Let's do a complete stop at railroad tracks.
Brilliant. I love it.
Okay, so we have 6 people we can talk to. We can also, I guess, you said they were all coming back in the same field.
Yes.
We can check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go check out the field first.
I thought for a second there I was going to take that wine from you already. You seem to be drifting off there.
Yeah, I think we should.
So, there was a name scrawled in Lucy's notes that said the Midnight Ranch. And Duff, after you came into town, you found out that this is an old ranch house just outside of town, hasn't been lived in years, and that is the area where people are coming back. So
do I know who owns the land?
No.
I looked that up on my phone.
It's been
darn.
Can we go? Yeah, can we go to like the clerk's office and look up the get some land titles, figure out who owns it?
Defense attorney Jen Taylor.
Defense attorney Jennifer Taylor is not in this game right now. I mean, if
she's always in this game.
If you want to do that, you can do that. It's up to you. What do you guys want to do?
What's like the Norman is he's a very efficient man, so what would he do? Could we pair off? Like how big is this town? Like, is it walkable if we park somewhere?
Like
how many stoplights do we got going on here?
It's a one stoplight town, but like I said, the Midnight Ranch is about a mile outside of town.
Okay.
So we should check like the tax office or the clerk's office or wherever would have these documents.
Yeah, if you want to. Go ahead. You would be headed to the town hall at that point.
I have a point in research.
Okay.
So I can research.
You can research.
You do that? What did you find with your research, Duff?
So
that's a good question. Let me consult my notes.
So there used to be a family that lived there up until the 90s, and they just kind of up and left town one day. Nobody knows really what happened to them. But I'm trying to find the name.
Strange
Sorry.
professor in a van took them away.
Yeah, right. No, it was kind of. It was kind of all of a sudden. I mean, this ranch is outside of town. Their main crop was corn, by and large, or no, sorry, wheat. They largely planted wheat, and that's what they ended up selling.
Is anybody tending these fields?
No.
No. Okay. They're just
not that you are aware of. The house was once owned by the Matheson family.
Matheson.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Who owns it now?
Going in, you find that the house was recently purchased by a woman named Helena Harris. It was, and from what you can tell, it was kind of like a secret sale. It wasn't. It didn't make a lot of buzz around town, you know.
Do we get contact information for her in the records?
Since we have no cell phone service, is there like a yellow page, pages attached to the phone.
We have 2 payphones.
She lives in an apartment in the next town over, which is
So she doesn't live on the property that she purchased.
No, she just purchased it.
This is going to be my one and only opportunity to do this.
Yeah.
Since this level of technology does not exist anymore, I'm going to go to the payphone and look her up in the white pages. Then, like a movie from the 80s, I'm going to rip that page out and keep it.
Okay, Marty McFly.
Very Marty McFly. Yes.
Gotcha, Marty McFly. I gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, we have could follow up with her too, but yeah, if this thing is just growing wild, I'm more curious about it now.
Agree.
Let's head over there. What do y'all think?
Yep.
I think so.
I've been told I can't drive, so I'll take some more wine.
I drive diligently and legally.
She's in the passenger seat, just downing it.
Is it good wine?
What?
In this town?
Good wine? Like, is it nice wine or is it like boxed wine? Like, what level of...
I'll have you know I am trained.
In
what?
I am the pup's...
In picking the right box of wine?
I am the pup's official sommelier.
Oh, what is that?
I'm the wine steward.
Okay.
So wait, Here's the issue with that, Paul. A real som would not wear Axe body spray because it has more self-respect. So,
he's got his own.
Enjoy
style.
your box. Enjoy your box, Misty.
How many have you met?
In real life?
No, your character.
Has he served papers to any soms? Not knowingly. There might have been 1 or 2, but like he didn't knowingly show up to any restaurants.
Okay.
Drinking Franzia.
Yeah, no. I mean, no, like, out of character. He's not good at his job, but this is a very small town and they don't know. This is the one and only time they've been in a restaurant with a sommelier. And they're duly impressed.
I am not impressed by the wine, but I'll drink it.
You say that when it's like 2/3 gone.
So y'all heading to the ranch?
Yep. Let's do it.
So you travel down a series of back roads on the outskirts of town. The gravel crunches underneath the weight of your tires, and it sounds like a large slumbering creature waking from a long sleep, stretching its bones for the first time. The grass has grown tall here, and its height is unnatural to look at. The stones you're driving on have faded over the seasons by the weather of Copley, Missouri. The path eventually leads to a sharp right turn, which in turn leads to a modest 2-story farmhouse. To your left, escorting you there, are 5-foot-high stalks of wheat. They bob in the light wind blowing through them. And it's as if they're nodding, acknowledging that you're here and that they've been waiting for you for some time. And the crickets perform a cacophonous symphony. You can tell that the house used to be like a vibrant blue color, but now appears gray against the sun. It could really be any house in rural America, long since abandoned. So you pull up in front of the house, and just directly across from the house is just like a huge field of wheat that is just abundantly tall, over 5, probably closer to 6 feet tall.
I grab some of the wheat and I put it in my mouth. I'm chewing it like an old-timey cowboy.
I look over and
wheat I've had in a very long time.
I sigh ever so slightly. I kind of just drop my shoulders and figure this is how it's gonna go.
So what do y'all do?
Well, I want
Get
to
out of
go
the
check
car.
out the field itself.
Do we need to take any readings? How does this
Yeah,
work?
like
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do we need to make
crap. Yeah.
Do we need to make a preparedness roll? Is that it?
Preparedness. I can do that.
I mean, what
I
do you
can
want to
prepare.
take
Yeah,
readings
Where-
of?
Of, the wheat.
Like, I need something a little more specific.
Probably like radiation.
yeah, are we
Right,
taking
we
any
wanna
soil
do, like,
samples?
Wait,
Like,
wait. You're gonna take radiation readings after you put it in your mouth?
After I put it in my, what am I but a but a living Geiger counter? And I will tell you if there is a problem with this wheat
So,
in approximately
does
2 days.
Does your mouth feel warm? We don't need
It
equipment.
does, but that's the roast beef. That's the
So
roast
we
beef to
see
warm my mouth.
we see Norman and Duff pick up Jedediah by the feet, and you have Misty kind of supporting him a little bit underneath, and you like hold him around the field, and you detect whether there is radiate. No, I'm just kidding. That would have been amazing though.
Yeah.
So
I think we should take.
Does he make those
soil
noises
samples,
when
too.
he goes?
Oh yeah, he makes which somehow sounds like sheep for some reason. Yeah, it's weird. Do you want to roll preparedness for a Geiger counter?
Yeah. So is that it's just a D6, right?
It's a D6. You can spend any preparedness points that you want. I feel like this is something that, like you guys would have, so probably a 3 would be fine.
Well, I got a 1. I'm the least prepared person on the
I
team.
have a 5, but I mean, you probably don't need to spend any points if he only wants you to roll a 3.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some people do. When you roll a 1, you definitely do.
I didn't bring my Geiger counter today. I just forgot it at home, I guess.
So,
should any of us give it a shot?
if you want to give it a shot, go ahead. Any of you that want to wait,
Well,
you rolled a 5, you said, right?
No, I have 5 points.
Okay, like
Yeah, spend them all. Like, never mind the 3.
Just spend
Spend them all.
If anybody else wants to roll, go ahead.
I will roll and not use any of my preparedness points. Oh, I got a 6.
You have
Okay.
2 Geiger
There you go.
counters.
Yeah.
You are double fisting Geiger
How about
counters
that?
right now, and as you are walking around the wheat, they don't give off any sign of radiation.
Okay.
I'm gonna as I stand there, button my jacket and kind of look inside and say, I think we go in.
Really good at the long pauses, Duff.
Appreciate it.
So inside the house, it's very neat. Couches and chairs are in their proper place. Pots and pans, are waiting in cupboards ready to be used. And like all the beds are made. The only thing that sets it apart is that there is a thick layer of dust on everything.
Okay.
It really is as if the Matheson family just got up and left that, like, out of the blue. Kind of like some Salem's Lot kind of stuff. But
I'm gonna have to edit this later. I hate quoting chat during order of podcasters because it just means more editing. But Desdemona wrote, "Double fisting Geiger counters is our episode promo quote," and she got auto modded for that.
I don't know if you remember, you still have me as an admin, which I didn't realize until just now.
So
I apparently allowed fisting, so that this is something we can say now.
We can say this.
Awesome. That's great. I'm glad I'm here for this monumental moment right now. as you head upstairs, there's a couple of bedrooms upstairs. One is a smaller bedroom, and actually there are two of them. And then there's the master bedroom. And it has a very rustic feel to it, like it was made to be rustic. The walls are made of weather-beaten wood that kind of looks similar to the way the house is on the outside now. And
Is there a live, laugh, love sign somewhere?
You kind of, there looks like there's an empty space on the wall. That's the only thing they took, is the live, laugh, love sign. But the wall dressings that they put on it, the ones that they didn't take, kind of give it a nautical feel in a way.
Yeah.
And opposite, and there's a king size bed right there. And the one thing that you notice about this king size bed, it's kind of been, it's a little disheveled. There isn't, it looks like the dust has been disturbed on it a little bit. But you also notice a big picture window right across from the bed. And looking out that picture window is this endless field of wheat. You know, you've been close to it. But what you didn't notice is that way off in the distance is a brand. It's a crop circle. It looks like a brand right in the wheat itself. Hey, Paul, can you throw up that image? Do you have that handy?
What image?
The image I sent you. Oh, God damn it.
Sorry.
So basically the crop circle looks like a circle with a hollowed out circle in the middle, and right above it is a half circle, and jutting up from that half circle is a straight line, and above that is a horizontal line that terminates it.
I'm realizing we send each other some weird crap.
We do. We'll work on that.
Okay, hold on.
Paul's gonna throw it up in the stream.
Oh, I was close. I was really close. Is it Anchor Donut?
Kind of, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a rune.
Oh, here we go again with the stupid runes.
How far away is that?
You would guess maybe probably like 2,000 feet or so from the front door. It would have been further from where you were in the wheat right outside.
Does it seem like it's been positioned to be seen from this window, or it just happens to be in view of the window? Like, is it right, like, centered to the window in really good sight?
It's like it is in the image. It's a little off kilter.
Okay, all right.
Do we recognize the image? Have we seen it before?
You don't think so, no?
I like how it's like you don't think so.
Okay, you've never seen it before.
Okay. Because I was going to ask, maybe it's a screened memory that we had, and I was getting worried that this was the path we were going down here.
No, we're not. We're not dealing with screened memories.
Did we bring any like little cameras that we can hide and surveil?
I like that idea.
Roll preparedness.
What would be the difficulty on this?
I think a camera system will be a 4.
Okay, I can do this. I'm gonna spend 3 points, and I'm gonna roll for this.
Wow.
Yeah, I really want these cameras.
Mm-hmm.
1.
You have cameras.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to.
Does anyone else want to try this one?
Oh,
all right, I'll go ahead.
Didn't we get him?
No.
Yeah, you got him.
We got him.
I thought we had to roll a 4. So how many points did you
No,
spend?
she spent 3.
Oh, she spent 3. I heard 2.
No, 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. Perfect. Sorry, I heard 2 in the. Okay.
I don't even know what I rolled, to be honest.
Oh, good.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
So yeah, I'd like to. I think if we set up one, maybe out front to see if anybody's coming in, and I don't know if this might be the best place to get kind of a overhead view of that symbol, that the crop circle.
Yeah,
that we
maybe
can
like
kinda
put
look
it
outward.
on. Yeah, put it by the window. Yeah.
Okay. I dig it.
And we can just set like I would like to look through the house. Is there anything like out of the ordinary?
Oh, before I forget, Rob, do you have a whistle?
I'm sorry, I don't. I did not prepare any kind of whistle for this.
So Sam and Chad, just let you know, whenever Paul GMs, he lets us know that there's nothing left to find in a space by blowing a whistle.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That call though.
Yeah, just let me know to blow that whistle.
Where else are you searching in the house?
The potty.
There is a bathroom off of the master bedroom. It's just a small half bath. Nothing out of the ordinary there. There's old toothpaste in the medicine cabinet though.
Gross.
Yep.
Are there any books in this house?
Nope.
Any like
There's-
any like VHS tapes? Do they
Nope.
got any like classic vinyl or something?
No.
Got any no old prog rock? I'm looking for my collection, okay?
No, there's
Just a huge collection of Beanie Baby.
There is one Beanie Baby in one of the you assume it's a female child's bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Is it a do I recognize it as a rare one?
A child or the Beanie Baby?
It's been done this whole time.
Given your skills and research, oh yeah, it's totally rare. It's you think it's definitely you could flip that for like $500.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put it in a plastic bag and go evidence.
Amazing. Is there anywhere else you want to check in the house?
So, okay, do we think there are like a small female child, I guess, then a mom and a dad, any other kids? How many people do we think lived here?
Probably 4.
Okay, so is there another bedroom, kid's bedroom?
Yep. It looks like an average teenage boy's childhood bedroom.
Okay.
Any
Okay.
B-fits in the cabinets?
Any weird drawings in the kids' room?
Nope.
They have a drawing of our channel pet.
Oh yeah, totally. There's totally a drawing of that. Absolutely.
Is there anything that indicates that there's a lower level, like a basement? Is there, like, if we look around, is there like a trap door or anything like that, or a normal door leading
in the
stairs?
kitchen? There is a door that leads into the basement.
Okay, I'm gonna go check that out.
They didn't wall that up? That's dumb.
Right,
So
now the devil can get in.
yeah. The basement is stocked with some leftover canned goods, each with a heavy coat of dust on top. There's an old rocking horse that occupies one corner of the room, along with an old crib. And against the wall opposite the canned goods is like a shelving unit on which is a bunch of rusty farm tools and an old gasoline can that's about half full.
They kept their farm tools in the gas can with the baby.
You would get the idea that they just stored the crypt there.
I don't
Like it wasn't the baby's
I
room.
don't think this.
The basement smells of mildew and dust, but you can also pick up on the faint scent of burnt candles.
Ah.
Misty gets perked up like candles. candles.
Mhm. These candles have a vague vanilla scent. You can smell vanilla, and you're pretty sure it's from the candles.
I
Gotta
would
smell for
like,
those.
yeah.
Serenity by Jane. All right, so yeah, let's look around and see if we can find the source of that.
Okay. You kind of walk around the entirety of the basement, and you can't really pick it up. It's like it's all over the place. So you really don't know where there would have been candles.
Phantom candles.
But it was recent enough that we can smell it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. How many cameras did we have?
2.
Oh darn. Okay.
Also, I don't want to be like a wet blanket, but how do these cameras operate?
I assume they're like GoPros or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because we'd have to figure out some way of watching the footage, right?
Yeah, with no internet connection in the town or no cell phone service, I'm kind of wondering if we're going to have to come back and download footage.
Right.
Yeah, but we'll do that.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Unless there's an attic. That would be that's my only other thought. But if we've gone through all the rooms, I think we're pretty good.
You head up to the attic, and
there is an attic.
Yes. It's there's like a trap door in the ceiling. You pull it down, you pull down the ladder, and it's empty. There's nothing up there.
Nothing at all.
Back to the basement. Was the dust disturbed? The dirt, layer of dust everywhere.
On the shelves, no. On the floor, yes. There looks like there was footprints in the floor.
I would like to take pictures of the footprints.
Okay.
What size shoe do we think? Or are they that clear?
You're not going to be able to discern because they're kind of like all like throughout the area. You can't really get a clear picture of.
There's not like a spot where I can get a good picture of like an isolated shoe print.
No, because it looks just more like like all of the dust on the floor has been disturbed, so that like it's not just like one area. It's all over the place. You kind of get the idea that there's like a bunch of footprints in it, like
multiple people.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, like some look like they're smaller, like almost like, I don't know, teenage children's shoes and stuff like that. But you kind of get a whole range of shoes down here in the dust.
Does the basement have an exit leading directly outside, or do you have to go in through the house to get to the basement?
You do have to go into the house to access the basement.
Okay.
Was the house locked when we got here? Did we have to unlock it or pick a lock, or
nope,
it was open?
Country hospitality.
Yep.
Okay.
Were there any vehicles out here?
No. I mean the path is, or the drive up is like worn down, so there have been people up here. You kind of get the idea. Like if you're talking about like a rural back road and how you kind of have two sections of gravel with grass in between it. The grass was short, it wasn't tall like all of the grass around you.
Okay. Well, I can't think of anything else to check out here, but I do want to check out that crop circle before we go.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Have that duck call ready.
I know we weren't allowed to use it though. There's still stuff here.
No, you can blow the duck call for the house.
Oh,
Go
okay.
for it.
Okay.
I was about to say Rob is feeling the pain I feel every single time when it's like, here's the clue, and you're like, I'm not looking at that clue. And we found all the clues. I'm like, no, there's one right in front of you.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah,
Nailed
there
it.
we go. Yep, there we go. Heading out into the wheat, it takes you a little bit to get out there because there's so much wheat. There's no clear path to that particular to the crop circle itself. And I forgot to mention, there's really beautiful mountains when you see the wheat field from the house. There's these really beautiful mountains that are in the far distance, and they're called the Purple Worm Mountains because at a certain time of day, usually around dusk, the way that the light hits off them makes them look purple. And also there's very strange worms that you could find in the ground up there. They're very purple in color. Like worms like look like a shades of pink and like dark purple and stuff. These are like a bright purple kind of worms. It's a popular hiking destination. And but in the crop circle itself, you kind of get you feel a little uneasy walking into it, and you feel like a tingling sensation, like in your arms. You have goosebumps, and it's as if you're picking up like a faint humming in your ear.
Okay.
Beyond that, the corn itself looks like it was laid down, like
Wheat.
or sorry, yeah, wheat. The wheat was, just like laying down. It's not broken, where it's bent over. So that's kind of strange, but Duff, to you, that's kind of the normal pattern for a crop circle. That's in your mind, you think that's authentic because of that, and of all of the signs when you're in it.
So, Duff, do you think an unidentified left this year?
Could be. Tell you, something bit me and I couldn't quite get an eye on it, so that was definitely an unidentified.
Okay, well, I'm going to close the window. I'm just going to go ahead and just...
Wait, are you still in the house?
No, I meant I'm going to close the Zoom window because of that awful joke.
Okay. Well, I mean, like you haven't been around for Rolling Through the Realms when Paul just drops dad jokes left and right, and
Usually it's pretty contained when he GMs too, right? So
yeah.
That was part of my character for Rolling Through the Realms. I decided.
Yeah, it's true, and it's part of my.
He's an old father, and he really likes dad jokes.
Yeah, and my NPC's job is to razz you about those and like tell you that you've told that joke about 1,000 times.
Hephrem and Helen, Dwarven Thunder.
Dwarven Thunder, Hephrem man. Where do you want to head next?
We can go interview the abductees.
yeah, like, is there like an order in which they are, like? I guess we don't know where they live necessarily, right? So we can't really map where they are in relation to the crop circle.
Do we even know their identities? We got 3 males, 3 females.
Yeah, that's it.
Didn't I say there was like a group therapy session they went to every Wednesday afternoon?
Yep.
Could we go to that?
Yeah, we could hang out on Wednesday afternoon.
What day is it? Just happens to be Wednesday.
Oh. All right.
Wait,
now
Wednesday
wait.
morning?
Is this going to conflict with the pup's hours of operation? Because I really need to be there for that.
I don't think so. You will.
I'm trying to get out of work.
You're probably going to need approval from Dr. Spencer to sit in on it, but hey, maybe you'll get lucky and you'll be able to witness it.
And I have not spoken with Dr. Spencer, right?
No.
Okay. Well,
Aren't y'all good at talking to therapists? Because I sure should ain't.
Somehow that does not surprise me, friend.
I am trained in interrogation and intimidation.
So no.
But how's your flattery?
No. Cop talk?
You're going to use cop talk on a psychologist.
You know what? I will allow this. I will step in when needed, or I will use cop talk too.
Okay, Brian, I'm just going to give you my notes.
Here.
I
am very here for Paul trying. No. I am so here for Paul trying to talk like a cop. No. To talk like a cop.
Hey there, pleb.
I understand they say meow a lot. You know how fast you were going, meow?
Yeah, exactly. Totally. So are you heading over to Dr. Spencer's office?
Yeah, I think that's our best option. Unless we want to make 6 different stops, which sounds like a lot.
Sounds like that will turn this one shot into a 2-shot.
Norman is the paragon of efficiency, so we are going to go ahead and get in and head out over to go talk to this doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking, just based on what I've observed from the group dynamic, that Norman and I should hang back and let y'all do the talking on this one.
Before getting into the car, if Misty wants to drive, I will ask her to recite the alphabet backwards, and if she can do this, she can drive.
Z, Y, X, W, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, God.
Fail. Sorry.
All right, I'm going to keep driving efficiently, right under the speed limit, passing the stragglers.
We get there at 8:00 at night.
There are no stragglers. You are going below the speed limit, Norman.
Yeah. So it's about, I don't know, 1:30 when you arrive at the good doctor's office, and you're greeted. You walk in, and it's like your normal doctor's office. There's a waiting room there, and there's a gentleman sitting behind a desk, and there's a nameplate that says Baxter and Dassis. And he just says, "Oh, hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Can I help you?
Hi,
oh,
yes,
Baxter.
yes. Oh, we're looking for Dr. Spencer.
Oh, yeah, this is his office. Yeah.
Yeah, and who are you?
Oh, I'm his secretary, Baxter.
Okay, hi, nice to meet you. Is he in? You said he's in his office. Is he busy?
Oh, hold on a sec. Let me check. And Baxter flips through a planner, looks at the time that it is, notices that the doctor doesn't have anybody, goes to the computer, checks it again to make sure that is the case, opens up a file drawer, pulls out another thing just to triple check it.
We should have brought water.
And he closes. He said, "Oh yeah, he's free right now. Hold on one second." And he just called out, "Dr. Spencer," and then he goes back and explains that there are people here to see him, and he comes back. "Oh, come this way. He's happy to meet with you."
Great.
And you walk into Dr. Spencer's office, and this is a very you're walking into a very beachy like scene. Like there are murals of like Hawaiian waves and stuff, and there's a surfboard in the corner, and the guy sitting in front of behind a desk, he's wearing jeans, he's got a black suit coat on, and he has no shirt on underneath it. And
Oh, sir.
and he addresses you. He's like, "Hey, what's up? How can I help you? I'm Dr. Spencer."
I walk straight up to him and I hold out my hand and I say, Dr. Spencer, it's nice to meet you. My name is Jedediah Snelson. Now, they tell me that my mother died 10 years ago, but of course, I know that she is only in holding in Nurgle's Palace of the Dead until the day of Last Judgment. So that's why multiple people have told me to see a psychologist, and I've taken it upon myself to come and find you here in the middle of, and I turn to somebody and I say, where are we?
Copley.
Copley.
Copley, in the middle of Copley,
Missouri.
Missouri?
Yes.
Copley, Missouri. I came all this way to see you because they said you were just the man I needed to see.
And he vigorously shakes your hand, and you notice that he has a puka shell necklace on too. As you get closer, and he's like, "Bro, you just keep doing you, man. You just keep doing you. I dig it, brother. Listen, you just ride that wave, and you know what? Eventually, y'all gonna meet up in the end. That's how I dig it."
And you put on a shirt.
I am most comfortable this way, thank you.
This is what
I mean, I
always
only
assumed
say
the
that because I'm
psychologist
just
would tell
so.
me.
How can I help you folks today?
Sir, your nipples are in a abhorrent mess. Please be decent for the lady.
I will.
I mean, I got
close
no
my
problem
coat.
looking at your nipples, but
like,
I just,
his
All right,
nipples
guys,
are
guys.
not exposed. They're like covered by the coat. Like realistically, you can only see like a strip of skin, like from his abdomen up. He's a beachy dude. Don't kill his vibe, okay? Don't
I'm
kill
not
his
trying
vibe.
to kill your vibe. Look, it's just so, distracting.
I'm sorry. And he leans forward. He puts on his professional face and he crosses his hands together and he places them in front so you can't be distracted by his hot bod and all that stuff. And he's just like, how can I help you all?
If I have like some repressed memories, are you able to help me remember those things?
Oh, all right.
What exactly are you asking me?
Well, I told you about my mother, didn't I?
Okay.
Yeah, you did,
I
brother.
can't
I'm
remember.
telling
Hold
you,
on, hold on.
ride that wave, brother. Ride that wave.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
All right.
Jeff, what's up?
Doctor.
That's what's up.
Yes, top heavy man.
Hi.
He looks like an upside down triangle. That's what I have in my notes.
That's fair.
My name is Leah McEwen. I am in town. They called me down to help with the steakhouse. For a little bit.
Oh
here.
yeah, the Ponderosa, dude. I was there like the other night. That $12.95 prime rib special. It is to die for.
Excellent. Did you have the wine?
Oh, I absolutely did. Wait, that was you, wasn't it?
Was me. Yes.
Oh my goodness, you served me that great rosé.
Absolutely. Yes. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We're very excited to be in town. I've heard from a lot of people that they're pretty jazzed.
This is your cop talk?
No.
Because this is too friendly to be cop talk here, Paul.
He turns and says, "What are y'all doing? What can I help you with?" Exactly.
Well, my friend, because I closed the thing. What was her name?
Lucy.
Lucy. Yes, who is also in town for the steakhouse. She was telling me that she had a chance to talk to you about your work with the abductees from the
Oh yeah, the abductees, bro.
Yes,
We don't
yes.
call them that here. We call them experiencers. It's a neutral term.
Experiencers. Yes,
Yeah.
that's nice. That's great.
Yeah.
I like the use of the neutral term. That doesn't put any stigma on it.
Yeah, bro. That's how we
Nice.
do it here.
Great. That's
Don't
great.
you think there should be some stigma to it, though?
Listen, bro, you still got it. You're still riding that wave. Okay,
You're right.
just stay on it. You gotta concentrate on that board, bro.
All right.
Well, I just got into town. I haven't had a chance to catch up with Lucy, but I was passing by here and saw this this gentleman, debating whether to come in and talk about his mom, and this woman talking about her repressed memories. And
so,
thought I'd
like,
stop by.
you all aren't together here. You all aren't like in a group.
What do you
here?
mean by together?
I was literally
I've never
just about
seen-
to ask that.
I mean, like, y'all got issues.
Our
and
divorce is final now, so no.
I've never seen these people before in my life.
I
It's
watched
just-
that
it's
man
just-
eat a lot of
It's
meat in the
really,
last 24
I just
hours.
find it incredibly weird that 4 people would just come into my office and like, instead of, I'm like a one-on-one kind of dude, except for those group.
Why are you
sessions that I do.
surprised? You're
Wait, did you say
obviously
group
very
therapy?
good at your job, and
We our experiences. We do group therapy with a man.
Could I go into the group therapy?
Have you been abducted, bro?
I've experienced things. Can I join?
I am an experiencer.
Are you?
Are you experienced?
Whoa, Jimi Hendrix.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wait, I
Whoa.
gotta come back. I'm experienced now, bro.
Whoa. Yeah, I have been abducted by aliens, though. I'd like to get in on the group.
Oh, have you?
I have. He was 7 foot tall. His name was Gilgamesh, and he took me to a whole nother world.
Wow, bro. That's some wild stuff, man. Did you see your mom there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I know where she is.
Yeah, she doing good.
She's doing great. She, Nurgle, Gilgamesh, Utu, Nabu, Marduk, they're all having a feast all day, every day.
Hell yeah,
Feasting
bro.
on Tiamat, the Chaos Dragon. You know.
You're cool. You're cool with us, bro. We
All right.
we our group therapy session starts at 3.
I turn to Misty and I go, "Is this what they call vibing?"
Norman,
Yeah,
Yes.
he points to Norman and he's like, "Bro, I don't like your vibe at all.
I
You just
never
kinda
asked
throwing
you
off-
to, sir.
You're
I agree,
throwing
your
off
vibe
the
is
whole
trash,
feel
Norman.
of this office, bro. Like,
I will see myself out.
Have you been abducted by aliens, bro?
No. And
Yes,
I don't
he has.
want to be. I do not wish to be.
he
Are you sure?
absolutely
Because
has.
you kind of look like you have been.
Explain.
I feel like he just doesn't remember it, and maybe he needs help.
Look, dude,
Oh, wait a
you
second,
just
so-
like kind of standoffish, and the energy that you're giving off right now is that you don't want to let me in to help you, and I feel like I could do wonders with you.
Did you say your name was Norman?
With a D, yes.
Yeah.
The D is silent,
I remember,
though.
I saw you. You were there. You were sitting right next to Marduk. And he said, "This is my very good friend, best friend." Norman."
Whoa, you bros
D.
have been abduction buddies.
This is
I
Norman's
suppose
nightmare.
So,
Norman is in a personal hell right now, and he is reaching for the knob, and he leaves silently. He goes to
Norman, come back.
He goes to sit in the
Marduk
van.
misses you. That's a damn shame. Some people don't want to get better, you know.
That happens, bro. That happens, but that's wild that you saw him on the ship because
Oh,
I've
It
worked with
was
some
not a
people.
ship.
Oh, was it? What was it, man?
no, it was a great banquet hall.
A banquet
A
hall.
banquet hall, a great one.
They
It
have
was-
like a dope buffet like they do at the Ponderosa.
Well, again, we were feasting on the body of the Chaos Dragon Tiamat, so it was, yeah, it was pretty dope.
Yeah, that sounds dope, man.
Yeah.
Did Tiamat taste like like chicken or?
Tiamat tasted like the infernal fuel which powers all of creation. That's how Tiamat tasted.
So chicken.
Bro, I am picking up what you're putting down, and I'm loving it.
I'm glad.
All right. Well,
You can come on into the meeting. I think you better get your buddy Norman, the dude that has the D on the end, and bring him in.
I don't think he's coming in.
I go out and I talk to Norman. Norman.
Okay, so yeah, I apologize about the interruption. I just wanted to say that I admire, I admire this field of work, and thank you for tackling it. These people who've gone through that, they need all the support they can get.
Bro, that means a lot. I appreciate it. You help keep me going, man.
Oh.
And he kind of chokes up a little bit, and he's like, and he just like throws up the sign, and he just like stabilizes himself. I'm cool.
Well, is there any time that, like, I can talk to you just to learn more about the work that you're doing? I find it just fascinating.
Yeah, bro, we can talk anytime you want.
Oh, I appreciate it. I know you got the group meeting, and so I don't want to interrupt that or anything. But
bro, if you want to learn more, why don't you sit in?
You'd let me?
That'd be terrible thing.
Yeah, bro. Like you showing an interest in, like, Lucy. I was digging on her vibe, man. She was cool. She was totally, like, she was a surfer back out west. She said,
"Oh,
it's totally cool." Just like freaking ripping waves, bro. It was amazing. Dude, come on.
Is Lucy gonna come by? I haven't seen her since I just got in earlier today. I haven't. Yesterday, and hadn't. She was off last night. I haven't seen her.
Bro, I haven't seen her in a couple days.
Oh man, that's weird.
I invited her to a meeting, but she never showed.
Oh well, maybe she'll show up today, and I'll catch her then.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Doctor.
Hey, no problem.
All right. Well, I'll see you. I'll see you when the meeting starts. I appreciate it. Thanks again.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait.
I'm gonna show the doctor the symbol. Like, I'm gonna describe the symbol or show him a sketch of it and ask him if he's seen that before.
He looks at it. He's like, it kind of looks familiar a little bit. Like, I think some of the dudes and dudettes at the meetings, at the group meeting, they saw something like this.
Like, during their experiences, they saw something like this, or did they see something like this in town?
They had like memories of it. It was pretty wild. Like, because I'm not gonna lie, they all pretty much saw something like this. Now that I'm really thinking about it, and some of them even drew it. Actually, I think I have one of the drawings here with me. Yeah, let me look through my papers real quick. Yeah, they drew it like this. That looks pretty close to yours, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's yeah, they all seem to see that thing.
I lean over to Jedediah and go, "Pretty sure that's Prince's guitar."
I'm out at the van. I'm trying to convince.
Bro,
Norman
I'm picking
to
up
come back
on
in.
your vibes. Why don't you jump in your little red Corvette and just head on down the meeting later, and we could jam about it, dude.
Nice.
I feel like an incredible douchebag right now. Just want you to know that. I'm ashamed of creating this character.
You still have pretty important nipples.
Listen,
did you just come in and just say that? You like poke your head in?
Absolutely,
By the
absolutely.
way.
Bro, don't run away
him
from
in.
your feelings, man.
I do not let him go back out. I'm behind him. I push him in. Norman's in the room now.
Bro, I think you should come by, check out our meeting. I think you'll find it enlightening.
You know what? I might.
You're welcome to come on in.
I had to tell you about my very intimate experience with Gilgamesh to gain access to this meeting. And now you're letting Norman, who by definition does not believe in any of this. What's the curriculum?
Bro, she was, gnawing at the body of Tiamat, dude. And I got to tell you, it was lit.
Well, that does explain it. Very adequately. Thank you. Where's the meeting? I'm just going to go in and wait for, I guess, the next thing to happen.
Oh, yeah. Meeting's in about an hour. It's there's a room right off of the main room where Baxter is that we have our little group meeting.
Well, now we have an hour to kill.
You got a little bit of time. We could fast forward through it. That's fine, unless you have anything that you want to do.
Should we call the owner of that lot? In the meantime, we can't drive over there in time.
You can like head to a payphone.
Which one though? Which one of the two?
Like you either got the town hall one or from dusk till dawn one. That's your choice. They're separated by about 1,500 feet.
This feels like important information.
Town hall.
That's what we call disinformation. That's what we do when we talk about UFOs. Okay, I gotta turn off the voice. Turn off the voice, Rob.
I was gonna say, Rob, like you kind of like you're slipping into it. It's consuming you.
I know. It's consuming my soul. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, which payphone you using?
City Hall.
Going at City Hall, Town Hall. Like this is 1,300 people.
The official building.
The official
the
building.
seat of government.
Yes, the place where you did your research and found out who owns the Midnight Ranch now. Okay. You throw in 2 quarters.
Oh.
2.
That's an expensive payphone.
Are you kidding? Before payphones went out, it cost 2 quarters.
I guess I didn't use one since.
Yeah, you didn't know that. Wow.
I mean, spoiler, they're $1 in Canada, but.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Damn.
But spoiler, I haven't seen one in 10 years, so.
I don't have any loonies or toonies on me.
Guess I'll just call collect.
Call collect this. Yeah, do I have any change?
Amazing.
Which is not something that I've also carried in 10 years.
Yeah. So
do we need to do a preparedness roll to see if we have quarters?
Norman
definitely
has a small clutch of like change as well as some paper bills.
I picture Norman having like the money case that Doc Brown had in Back to the Future 2, where he's just prepared for anything that he has going on.
I'm also checking the return coin.
Yeah.
Tray.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not at this point?
So, who makes the call? Wow, nobody's jumping.
Well, I left it to y'all last time, and y'all went in weird directions.
What did you expect?
Yep.
I have a 2 in impersonate.
Well,
I could impersonate someone. I don't know, like wait, an official person. I don't know.
We can use that later. Once we meet all these people, then you can call up and I want to role play this. You can call up impersonating the doctor to one of the patients, the abductees, the special people. What are we calling them?
Special people.
Experiencers. Yeah.
Special people.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
That's good to know.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, because I want you to do that character too.
Okay.
All right.
You throw 2 quarters in. You dial the number, and unfortunately, you get an answering machine.
Oh, what's the message that you leave? Who's calling?
Yeah, who is you? Is it me?
It's like a pre-recorded message, like, at the tone, leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
We have
Something
way,
like that.
Yeah, we have no way.
I leave
her
the
to call
information
back.
for I pretend to be Myron, and I'm just like, please call me at, and I like leave Myron's number and give all of Myron's contact information, and she's like, so that's for stealing the van.
This is going to be a plot point now. I think in later adventures. Paul,
That's fine.
You got to work that in.
We're gonna record a post-credit sequence.
Yeah,
with you getting a phone call.
Yeah. Amazing. I'm down with it. Yeah, seeing as how you got the answering machine, why don't we take a break right there, and
Cool.
we'll come back in a little bit.
All right.
Don't turn off your video. It'll screw up the thing on Twitch.
Yeah, if y'all don't mind leaving on the video. But all right. Appreciate everybody who's joined. We will be back in just a few minutes. We'll catch y'all then.
I was waiting for microphone access. I thought I gave him microphone access.
We restarted it, so it might have.
Yeah.
Let me figure it out.
Brian, it says yours is waiting for microphone access.
Yeah, and I just said yes. There wasn't a problem with it.
I'm gonna redo mine. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Please hold.
Enable.
Please.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you're good to go, Sam.
Am I good? You can hear me okay?
It's still saying that for some reason.
Yeah. What the hell?
Which is weird. I'm getting this squiggly line for you.
Yeah. Do you want to just hit record and we'll see if it just records it?
Let's try it.
Ah! Yeah, it works for me.
Yeah.
It is working. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Hello.
And welcome to Movie Phone.
And you know, when I move this to YouTube, I'm gonna forget that whole conversation to cut it. Just leave it in.
Right.
Yep.
Of course.
Because I normally just cut the segment where I can see that it's the break time.
Yep.
Crumb.
We'll
Yep.
fast forward to the group meeting, just so because there's gonna be one other thing that you're gonna have to do before we can break, and I don't want to torture Brian anymore with that email.
Okay.
Did Misty get permission to be in this meeting? Because I think she's
Nope.
waiting outside.
No, I'm not in this
The
meeting.
general vibe was that you were all invited.
Oh,
Honestly,
okay.
like
The Duff wants me to wait outside.
Because Marduk
apparently.
saw me.
Yeah, Marduk. Not Marduk. Marduk.
yeah,
I apologize because there's a Quebec band named Marduk.
yeah.
Oh, okay. It says finished over here on Zencaster. I think I fucked something up.
Yeah, it says
No.
finished again.
Yeah,
It wasn't you,
no,
Sam.
it was
I'm almost certain
Zencaster
it was
itself.
me.
All right.
Oh. All right. I'm
should be
gonna
loading
change
into
my
the
name to
recording.
Jedediah.
We are recording on Zoom, right?
Ah,
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like it. Yep.
Hello. All right.
Hello.
Hello?
Ready to. Why does it
Ready
say you're
to
still in the
rock
green
and
room?
roll.
Why does it say you're in the green room?
Does it say I'm in the green room?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it
says in
says.
green room.
It says you're in the green room.
It says you're in the green room.
It says everyone's in the green room other than me and Techno, whatever.
Techno-
That's fall.
Yeah.
No, I get.
Techno.
So Brian is waiting for microphone access.
yeah. I don't
Sam
understand what's
is in
happening
the
because my
green
line's
room.
squealy. There's no problem here.
Oh my gosh, this is the worst.
This is
Fuck
the
it.
God. Zencaster is a pile of shit most of the time.
Bullshit.
Zencaster, we'd love to talk to you about an endorsement. We'd be happy to run some ads for you.
No, I
Zencaster,
refuse.
it doesn't suck.
I refuse.
Okay.
Can you set a new room?
Yeah.
Well, shit. Let's try that.
Okay.
Shit.
All right.
All right.
Create a new episode. Aren't you glad we started the stream again so that at least people aren't waiting?
Right.
Part 2. Create.
Create.
All right. Now invite. Okay, I think this is going to mess up everything, but here we go.
Des is entertained.
Is she? That's great.
This was like now unfortunately Rob cut it out, but my first appearance on Rolling Through the Realms was 2 hours of this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, it was.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Bam.
Damn.
I am clean for this chat.
Hello.
Running
Hello.
out. Come on.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
Think it worked.
Oh,
Nailed
I
it.
think it worked.
All right.
start the
Wow.
recording.
Congrats on the
What a
bare
time
minimum,
to be
everyone.
alive.
Yeah, we
Wow.
made it. Hells yeah.
What a place. What a time.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
paranoid. I've been looking at this the whole time.
Yeah, right. Someone should probably keep an eye on it. Okay. We ready to go?
Yes.
So are we in the meeting now? Is that what's happening?
You're gonna be heading into the meeting now. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Except Misty.
I'm not invited to this meeting.
Well, that's shitty.
I am not
I'm
an
sorry.
experiencer.
Are you gonna try and sneak in?
Yeah. Are you?
I really don't think the doctor will notice. I don't think he has the foggiest clue who's in the meeting or not.
You never know. You never know.
Question for the GM: where did the doctor's medical degree come from?
Yeah, is there like a degree on his wall?
It's from a university in Hawaii.
Oh, of course.
I think at Honolulu. So yeah.
All right. I am I for one am early. Got myself one of those the comfy folding chairs, one with padding.
Oh yeah.
Standing in back, and I am eyeing everyone and everything going on.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ordering wine at the place.
At the
Oh,
place.
that's right. Okay. I was like, there's no wine in group therapy.
So Misty is just drunk through this entire thing, and
She's been drunk for the last 3 adventures.
Hey.
fair. that is fair. So as you all gather in, there's like an interior circle made up of 7 chairs. You have the 6 experiencers, and you also have Dr. Spencer himself, and around the circle you see 3 men and 3 women, and they each have name tags on. So one of them reads Gary Stevens, the other Ted Lyons, Larry Adams, Debbie Hodges, Gwen Gibson,
Oh, goodness.
and Helena Harris.
These are good NPC name, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
And
Wait, what?
Can we get those names again?
NPCs are non-playable characters, Paul.
you want them all again? Okay, Gary
this-
Stevens, Ted Lyons, Larry Adams, Debbie Hodges, Gwen Gibson, and Helena Harris.
So when did Helena buy that property?
Very recently, like within the sale looked like it happened like 4 or 5 months ago, somewhere around there.
Before or after she had her experience?
You don't know that yet.
What's a way to ask her without letting her know that we have definitely looked into when she bought that property?
Well, I mean, you're in the group meeting now. So
So let's see what happens first.
yeah.
I think we should observe first, and then
Dr. Spencer, he says, hey, yeah, we got some guests with us today. They all appear to be experiencers, and I think one of them might have seen the other one on a ship or something, or I don't know, like eaten the body of Tiamat. It was really wild, but I want you to and he points to you all and is like, could you all just like introduce yourselves?
my name is Jedediah Snelson, and I have beheld the cosmic mystery.
Dude's just riding that wave, just riding that wave. Hey, how about you? And he points to Norman.
He stands up and he looks at everyone and goes, Norman Johnson, I saw some stuff one time, and I sit back down.
When you say that, the guy with the name tag that says Ted Lyons looks over at you, and he stares like dead
Rob.
into your eyes. And he like at first he's like forward in his chair, and then he just sits back and he like he's like breathing and calms himself down. And you bro
Wait a moment, are we not going to talk about that? Ted, what what was that?
What did Ted do? No, like hold on a sec. Hey, you the dude from the Ponderosa, could you introduce yourself?
Yes, everyone. Liam McEwen. I've just recently come in town to help with the steakhouse. I recognize some faces here, and I'll point at Larry and wink at him and say I have to say, came in town for a job, but I didn't expect the experience that I've had. And sit down.
That's beautiful, bro. Thanks for showing up to the meeting. So like and they go through, and some of them like tell some of their stories. I don't want to like have you go through every single one of them, like that's terrible GMing. But
that's
I'd say Rob talked to himself for an hour.
That's
I'm talking to myself for
that's the episode where like our listenership just drops to the toilet.
Gwen Gibson, she stands up, she tells her story, as does Gary Stevens, and they all tell these similar stories of being in their beds and all of a sudden just seeing a white light, and they're in a dead sleep, and they wake up and they see this light, and then they black out again. They wake up in another room, and it's kind of hazy in there. The walls are like gray in there, but there's still these bright white lights, and there's beings all over them. They look like gray aliens, and they're doing procedures on them, and they describe in detail how one of their fingernails was removed, and how some of their hair was taken and their blood was taken. And they each talk about how they were told that they were the children of the next level. And whenever any one of them says that, in unison, they all say, children of the next level. There's one hiccup that you notice, though. Helena Harris, she's kind of a little off with it. She's usually like out of step. She's like a tiny bit behind. But they all get up and they talk about these experiences, and then waking up in the wheat field out at the Midnight Ranch. At one point, Ted Lyons gets up and he points directly at you, Norman, and he says, I saw you on the ship. I saw you in the UFO. You were there. And
so I look at Ted and I go, do you have a date?
date?
Like, what night was this?
It was last week on Friday.
No, I'm pretty sure I slept the entire night.
No, I saw you. You were there. And Ted Lyons runs out of the building. He is petrified, scared out of his wits.
Plot twist: Norman is an actual alien.
We're gonna have to.
It all
kill
makes so much more
him.
sense.
That's the email.
At another point during the meeting, Dr. Spencer turns to Helena. Is like, Helena, you never tell your story. Why don't you tell your story? And at first she's like, I don't want to tell my story. I don't want to tell you. Come on, you've been coming here for so long. I think you should tell your story. And she sits there just like, contemplating it. Like her eyes are moving back and forth, just thinking through things. Fine, I'll tell it. And she gets up and she tells the story that is not there are details that are different from everybody else's story. There are she talks about how they weren't grays that were around the table. They were tall lizard people. And she talked about how she wasn't dropped off in the wheat field. She was dropped off in an apartment that she has in this building. And she also talks about how they didn't take a fingernail. They took like a skin, a scraping of her skin. Still took hair and blood, but it was a scraping of the skin. And then she turns to Dr. Spencer and says, told you I didn't want to tell my story. And she gets up and storms out of the room. And Dr. Spencer just tries to get the meeting under control. He's like, listen, everybody, let's just calm down. Like, this is a therapeutic experience. Like, getting your story out there, it's very therapeutic. All right, let's close the meeting for the day. Like, I'm feeling like a lot of bad vibes here. Let's just close this out. And
as Helena leaves, can I stand up and like appear to be like very sympathetic, like I'll go talk to her and follow.
Yeah, and Dr. Spencer's like, yeah, bro, go ahead. She's been through a lot.
All right, so I'll try to catch her.
Okay. You head outside to try and head in the direction she went in. You can't find her. You don't see her.
I'm outside.
I'm gonna go get a hot dog.
Do I run into her?
I don't think you know who she was because you weren't in there.
Okay.
But you would see two people that did walk out. One of them was a man. He was in about his 40s. He seemed kind of upset walking down the street. You saw Helena Harris walk down the street and head around a corner.
All right, so yeah, I'll catch Misty, and it's like, hey, did you see that woman come by?
Yeah, she went around the corner.
Okay, come on, and
Okay.
we'll go.
You head in that direction. You round the corner, and it's an alleyway. It's an alleyway between the From Dusk Till Dawn diner, and there's you guys where Dr. Spencer's office is. It's in the ground floor of an apartment building, and there's like probably about like 10-12 apartments above you.
Got it.
But you do not see Helena Harris.
It's,
We got her address, right? So would we know which apartment building
Well,
or
she's-
apartment number she's in?
She said in the meeting that she has an apartment here.
Yep.
In this building.
Yes.
And I don't think that's the address that we had for her.
No, there was an address in that phone book, but you think that maybe it was out of date.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, like, does the apartment have like a buzzer system that has
With like
very,
names on the door?
very
Yeah.
helpfully her name right beside with the number?
You do see a name and a buzzer for apartment 10, and it does say H. Harris on it.
I think what we should do is we should buzz somebody, not her, come up with a lie and get in, and then go either knock on her door or figure something else out when we get inside. I don't want her knowing we're in the building.
Some land shark excuses. Flowers.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Okay, yeah, let's give it a try.
How do you
So
go about that? Please
we'll-
describe what you're exactly.
So
you're
how
doing.
many apartments are here?
12.
Okay. Rob, could you read off the names of the other 11 apartments then?
Sure. Hold on 1 second. You think I didn't prepare this?
I know you prepared for this probably, which is why I'm asking you.
Okay. One of them is Bailey Raverno, or B Raverno, it says on it. Another one is for L Hopkins. And B Andassis is another one. D Robinson. D Newberry. C Hodges. E Crane. A Cordova. How many am I up to right now?
Look at
8.
me and Sam.
You're at 8.
8. H Unwin. K Nash. W
One more.
Higgins.
That's it.
And then H Harris is in there.
Okay.
I'm
Well
gonna
Well
buzz.
done.
I'm gonna buzz E Crane.
You're gonna buzz E Crane.
Yeah.
Doesn't. Nobody answers.
See,
I'm all out of ideas, and I'm gonna go lie down on the sidewalk.
C Hodges.
Nope.
K Nash.
Nope.
Okay. To fast forward, how far do we have to go to get an answer?
Nobody's home. It's like 3:00 in the afternoon.
You tell me there's not one elderly person in the city?
Nope.
This town? This
Not in this apartment building.
All right, I'm gonna hit Helena's.
Yeah.
And you do hear. You don't hear a voice, but you hear a faint crackle, and that's it.
Okay. If she kind of just thinking maybe she can hear me, and I say, Helena, this is Liam from the meeting. I wanted to apologize. I think I startled you by being in the meeting, and I didn't mean to, and I just I wanted to say I was sorry.
You hear it come back, and you hear her voice. I appreciate your apology, but please just leave me alone right now.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to do?
all right. So we got no internet. We can't
What-
really look her up.
What apartment is she in?
Well,
And
However, I will say this thing. There is internet in town. It's in the library. The library is the only place that has free Wi-Fi in this town.
Hell yeah.
And you would know that because that's where all the records are kept in town.
Some like prog rock stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, different type of records. Sorry.
They're not vinyl platters now. So I think we're all gonna go huddle around the library then in that case.
Well, what apartment is she in?
Apartment 10.
Okay, do we have any idea like that is where that would be in the building?
yeah, like ground floor, or not ground floor, but like
There's a ground floor and then there's 3 floors above it, so you got 4 floors total. She would be on the 4th floor.
the very top.
Yep.
Is there a fire escape?
Yes, I was just thinking.
Yes. It's not in very great shape though.
I have really good athletics.
This has very good rust on it.
I have 4 points in tetanus shot.
Do you?
What?
You're gonna need to
Well done.
roll a 10 in order to avoid lockjaw.
It's gonna make this audio medium very, very interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, mind you, it's getting towards the time when you have to go do your sommelier thing over at the pub. It's getting real close.
Okay.
He's got to go pair up the wines with the Mountain Dew Baja Blasts.
All right. I think
Um,
give her some time, and then Jedediah call her impersonating the doctor.
Ooh.
See if we get some more info. Now, I gotta get my suit on
Yep.
for my job.
Is it like specially tailored to you? Because I can't imagine you buy off the rack.
I'm just
Of course
waiting
not.
for Jedediah to impersonate Dr. Spencer. I'm frothing at the mouth for this.
Oh,
It's too good. So what are you guys doing while Paul is doing his thing? I'll let you guys do like one thing.
I'm going to go to the library and look up this woman, like on my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So I type in her name and Missouri.
So Helena Harris, she has a lot of money. She has more than one property around the area. She used to be a farmer by trade. It was like a family-run business, and business was booming there for a long time, so much so that they sold the farm before farming. The farmers had like a tough time selling their crops after so long. The farming industry took a heavy hit, especially in the 90s, in this area. So she made a lot of money off of that, and she in turn invested it into the stock market, bonds, futures, all sorts of
Bitcoin.
investments. She's big in crypto right now. She is just emerging into, and she has a great interest in NFTs.
Is she my neighbor?
She may be, Brian. I don't know. No, she's not your neighbor. Well,
Apparently, we're on the same ship.
yeah, but she just
That was Ted.
She was like the equivalent of a day trader.
Okay. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything to glean much from there apart from like, Okay.
So, Jedediah, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm getting that prime rib. You know it. There's nothing else Jedediah could possibly be doing. but eating meat.
Jedediah, I need you to roll for bowel ischemia, or at least staving it off. That's no, I'm just kidding.
It's a 2.
I'm pretty sure he's got to have a plus on something that his
his
bowels are experienced in this realm.
Yeah, no, you're fine. What is Misty doing during this time?
I want to go back to the first floor where everybody was hanging out and see if there's anyone, like, are they still in their meeting? Or did it disperse?
No,
Okay.
Dr. Spencer's office is closed and everybody is gone for the day.
Is Dr. Spencer still around?
No, he's actually at the Ponderosa.
Okay. I want to go to the Ponderosa and I want to sit within earshot and I want to just order another glass of wine and
wait, okay. There's got to be like a drunk mechanic here that we got to go on because you've just been drinking wine this entire
I've had
time.
3.
Three
boxes
on an empty stomach.
Yes. No
I
less.
had the frozen custard cones. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna say that Misty tries, but at one point she definitely gets up and has to Ralph in the bathroom. At one point,
I'm just imagining like that one clumsy person in the background of a movie who's trying to like casually lean against the pillar and then falls over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's he's just like, living his best life, dining, mowing down on that prime rib special.
Mhm.
And
I will flag my waiter and have him send him some wine on me.
And when you do, he lifts it up, he toasts it to you, and he puts it back down, and he picks up water. He's like, "I'm straight edge, bro," and he drinks water.
I don't trust this person.
The most unlikable person.
Listen, I live a clean life. I respect those that like to get their wine on, wine o'clock, all that good stuff. But, if you want to go catch those waves, you got to live in the moment. So you got to be, cognitively, functionally good. And like, you seem kind of like you've had a lot and you kind of like, I saw you try to catch yourself and you mostly did, but you didn't fall over. So that's awesome. That's awesome, by the way.
Right on. Yeah.
Jen said the same thing in Rolling Through the Realms when I said that my character wasn't drinking.
Right.
I was like, I don't trust this person.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like this is terrible. This is a terrible judgment. But he's just, eating his steak special, he's eating a prime rib and he's been up to that he's been up to the buffet like twice. You can see that he's like a carb loader and he likes to, exercise and stuff.
I've been watching him nonstop.
Yeah.
Like I'm eating, but I'm obviously like studying his mannerisms.
Yeah.
And every so often my lips move
Yeah.
without actually like saying anything. I'm like,
another person that you notice that's in there is Ted Lyons. And he's just like nervously cutting his steak. And just like, he eats it very slowly, like he's very nervous.
I will. I'm gonna go over to Ted and just say, Ted, it's good seeing you here, and Liam, and I hope you're enjoying everything. Please let me know if you're not, or if you need any recommendations on wine.
I appreciate it. You know, I could probably use a drink. It's like seeing that guy. I swear I saw him on the ship.
That's so interesting. So, when everything happened, you remember being on the ship and seeing other people there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw him. I saw him over in the corner. I swear, he was there. He was there. I mean, he looked as uptight on the UFO as he did in that meeting.
That is
It's the same guy.
sign. Yes.
Yeah.
But
so
Ted, there is no corn.
Yeah. What's Norman doing right now?
He's at the library, isn't he? Still?
Are you still at the library?
I mean, like, how much time has elapsed? Like 20 minutes?
Because the library, yeah, like it's getting. I would say the library's closed.
Okay, so I am definitely heading over to ask which wine pairings would go best with the mediocre meats available to me.
Okay.
I was just about to interrogate this guy.
Yeah. So as you do that, Ted gets a little upset, and he drinks, and Brian, you get this feeling in your head, and you go outside. There's nobody else out there right now. It's getting towards closing time at the Ponderosa. It's dark out, and the streets are empty right now. It's just kind of like a town that turns in early. There aren't many people out, and the only people out are those in the Ponderosa. So you walk down the street a little bit, and you hear this humming sound, and it is getting louder and louder. And that's when you notice a bright light above you, and it starts to descend. You're in the middle of the street, and from this white light, you can't see what is making it, what is producing this light, but you just see a beam drop down in the middle of the street, and you see a figure standing in the middle of that beam. It's a short figure. It's about 3.5 feet tall. It's wearing green overalls. It's very human looking, but its nose is long and it's kind of hooked. It's got a pointy head on. And it looks to be holding a black box of some kind in its hand. And all of a sudden, you see a flash. I need you to open up that email now.
Finally.
And I need you to read that document. Don't read it out loud. Read that
Dear
document.
Brian, congrats on dying. Okay.
And
we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Yep.
Okay.
So, okay. And in the next moment, Brian is gone. Or sorry, Norman is gone. And that's where we're going to end it.
You know, about 20 minutes ago, chat was saying that this thing needs to pick up with someone dying. So thanks a lot, Rob.
You don't know what that means. So
no.
He just literally all it says is congrats on being dead, and then in point, like this is like 144 font, it just says RIP in Comic Sans.
Comic Sans. Oh.
It's the cruelest way to rub it in. It's Comic Sans.
I mean, Comic Sans is, it is what it is, You do with it what you can.
Oh, well, very nice job, Rob. I appreciate it. You survived part 1.
I survived part 1. Will you survive part 2?
Part 1 of
Ooh.
2 of this one shot that you'd play.
Of this one
It's a
shot,
two-shot.
I tried, y'all. I tried.
It happens.
I put way too much in this one, and you know, I do enjoy allowing people to have their role play moments. You got to. It's too good not to. So yeah, we'll finish this. It's gonna have a thrilling conclusion, I'm sure, and
Nice.
you're gonna find out what happens to
I'm
Norman.
sure.
I mean, Brian knows what happened to Norman, but
Literally R.I.P.
yeah, like it's a done deal. You know.
All right.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
So
But his twin Borman will definitely be coming by soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I do have a follow-up question for Jen. Did Misty eat anything at the Ponderosa, or was that just wine?
Just wine.
Just wine and custard for the whole day.
The whole day. She's impaired.
Misty, you wildin'. You're wildin'. So wait, so I'm get abducted and she's drunk? This is gonna end real well.
We got F's in chat for Norman.
Amazing. Brilliant.
Oh gosh.
Fucking brilliant.
Rob, thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was good, man.
Glad you all enjoyed it. I hope you all watching enjoyed it, because having an abduction scene is definitely a thrill to have play out. So, you know,
there's a lot that I'm going to ask eventually, I guess. So.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
If my twin Borman will ask these questions though. He'll conveniently show up in the middle of Deus Ex Machina style.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally.
All right. Well, for chat, we will figure out when we're going to do part 2 of this. Please do stay tuned. If you haven't followed this channel, turn on notifications. That way you'll find out when we're doing the next part. I think Sunday is the return of Tales from the Rusty Speeder, our Star Wars game.
Oh yeah.
So looking forward to that. And they are going to Koopa the Hutt's airship, which won't have any Mario references at all.
No, none.
I got like 21,000 channel points. I am ready for Star Wars.
Right. So right now on the podcast, this is a podcast, Order of Podcasters. Look it up wherever you do the podcast thing. And we're going to have a new episode in the Fair adventure. We're coming to the conclusion of Fair. That is coming out on Wednesday. And let's go around the room and redo introductions, remind people where to find you. And yeah, appreciate it. Brian?
You can find me over on Twitter at Brian Hastie, Brian with an I, one word. To find out everything I'm up to, you can check my bio for all the links to all of the different endeavors I'm currently undertaking. And I'm so glad I got to open Rob's email.
Clear that notification. Jen.
I am Jen. I can be found at Vanished. I'm a co-host at Vanished. I am the creator of In Defense of Liberty. I play on several podcasts. And I'm on Twitter at thejen2615.
I am Rob. I've been your GM. I have just killed a character and I'm on a high right now. You can find me on Twitter at your UFO guy, spelled YER UFO guy, and we'll hear from Borman on next session.
UFO, of course, stands for
Unidentified.
Unidentified flying
I
flop.
couldn't even do it. Sam,
How did you even pull that off the first time? Because it sounded
No
so
idea.
natural. I'm like, did you say unidentified? What?
I didn't even know I said that until you all were like, yes, no, you said unidentified. I'm like, okay, we'll just go with that then. Sam, you signed up for a one shot. So that
And
was-
yet it is not my character who was just killed.
yeah, that was
Realistically,
Interesting.
Sam, I miss you so much that I wanted you to come back and play again.
Well, you're lucky that I missed you too.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd make up an excuse. But I am down, so I'll be here next time. And I don't wish to be found, so don't try to find me anywhere.
Wow.
Anonymous.
That's fair. That's fair.
Are you gonna ask us to like take out your name in all of the podcast episode title?
It'll,
If
like,
you could do this-
bleeped.
If you could do this FBI Most Wanted style and just backlight everything, I'm just a shadow. I'm sure you can do that in post.
Oh yeah. I mean, we haven't been, streaming this at all, so
Yeah.
we'll just we'll unsolve mysteries yourself. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Redacted, for joining
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Yes.
Wilk says in chat, all the ladies say I'm pretty unidentified for a white guy.
You're damn right.
All right, we appreciate it, and let me see if we have somebody who's on that we can raid real quick, and then Zaz is on. We'll run over to Zaz's. And so as I did, I just turn that on.
I don't know. Did you?
I did. I'm like, who's doing that? No, that was me. All right. So we will do that. Let me turn off the recording, and we will let y'all know when we're scheduled for the next time. Appreciate it. Good night.